right wings or radicals or the dictators campaign, become more stronger, it's because the Democrat people choose to be weaker. Because they didn't do their responsibility well. Because they choose the benefits, the interests over the values and principles. And here, I'm talking especially about governments, about the head of the policymakers, and about I don't want to talk about some of the media leaders, some of the researchers, some, but not a lot, some. But in general, people in the Western countries, NGOs, media, they are so good. And they are trying to fight this, conflict between interest and values and principles. I want to say that from my experience, as a woman who made a great peaceful revolution in my country, in Yemen, against the dictator, and a great peaceful revolution in Arab Spring, with in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Sudan, in Algeria. I am belonging to this region that carry the same dream of all people in that region, that dream and sacrifice for freedom and democracy. Sacrifice for the freedom and democracy. We were betrayed by the democratic people, by the democratic nations and governments. We were betrayed. At that time, there wasn't conservatives there were Democrats. They choose to make an alliance with dictators and with counter-revolution leaders. So this is what happened in my country. And why? They were afraid from democracy in our countries. They were afraid. They collapsed the outcomes, the great results of Arab Spring, and they forced people to flee from their country, and then they scream that they have immigrants and they have refugees. So the problem starts with them. It starts with them. Trump is very clear. And his gun is very clear. He hates democracy. He wants this country to transfer it to the authoritarian regime, and is very clear with he and his camps and his followers. Russia is very clear. China is very clear. And our revolution is against them from the beginning. But when you trade from one that you think that he is alive, you are alive, and they put the knife on your back, we have to say stop to them. And this is call for action, call for speaking out. As now you are so harmed, so afraid for America, and I am more worried than you on what is the situation that is happening now. As one who live in America first, and as one, if America collapsed, all the world will collapse. All the world. So now everything that's happening in our countries, what is the first reason or the first excuse they justify this? Look, America, what's happening in America? Look, they took the students to the prison. They stopped media. Look what is happening. So they give them the lessons. They are so happy what is happening in America, and they practice it more in our countries. So instead of America giving the lesson to the world to be a democrat, now America is importing from the dictators how to be a dictator. Okay. So, in this regard, what is the solution? The solution, we have to gather ourselves. First, we as a people, and here, I think most of you are professors, and or something belongs to the university elites or doctors or mix. But let me talk about first about even there is one doctor. I want to tell her the first responsibility came from you as a member of the universities. You have to fight peacefully for your right, the university's rights. It's very important to don't bow to any authoritarian orders. To don't give up your education free. To don't let anyone to enter your camps to arrest students. To don't blame your student of starting thinking what's going in the world. To give them the truth through your teachers, through your researchers from Yemen. When I studied to some research, I said, wow, what hell? They don't know anything about my country and they give misinformation. Misinformation is not just in the Twitter, Facebook, or no, even in the researches and books. From the beginning, they described Houthi militia, for example, as a minority. As indigenous, not minority, as indigenous people. What the hell, how dare you as a doctor to describe it? You didn't do anything. You didn't do any research. And now, when Houthi militia started attacking the international trade in the Red Sea, they said, oh, they are terrorists. We told them from the beginning, they are militia supported by Iran. They attack our democracy. They made coup in my country. They killed people. And some of the scholars, when they describe what is happening in Yemen, they describe it in a wrong way. The same thing when they describe what is the rule of Saudi Arabia and Emirates and Iran. They describe it in the wrong way. So your right, your first duty is to tell the truth, to research. When you tell your students that Arab Spring fell and end, and it's totally become Arab winter and nothing else, it is not true. People are still in the land fighting for their freedom, democracy, and rule of law. And the terrorism that you see there is the result of the authoritarian regime that support them. And they want to fear all the world from the alternative. And the chaos, the civil wars, the militia coup, the military coup, also is a result of the counter-revolution. Now, after the case of the occupation of Palestine, now start people to talk about what is happening in Palestine. Since 1948, until now, Palestinian people face many massacres. Many massacres. And until now, genocide is happening now. And still we are, no, is it genocide or not genocide? So, again, you as a professor, you should the flag of saying the truth and protecting your students. This is very important. I will end, and maybe we have time to discuss something else. But I will end Sorry, do you want to stop? I will stop.
You can make one last point and
Okay.
then
Yeah, I will. In the peaceful revolution, the first thing that I did before years of demonstrating and making against the dictator peacefully alone, I went to the Sana'a University calling students to wake up and to help to rise with new dream of new Yemen, make peaceful revolution against dictator. The students came and replied and responded to the call and started the peaceful revolution in this, in the Sana'a squares, in the Change Square and Freedom Square. It's a long story, but the one who were the most important thing that gave the students the courage was their doctors, who were with them who were with me in the first line, I will say the name of the most important doctor is Muhammad al-Zahiri. He was in the first line with his pen defending his students. So shame on every university administration who encouraged the police to press freedom and the right of people to demonstrate and sit in. Thank you.